Hello everybody, welcome to Double Jump Obby. It's basically an obby where you double jump. And basically I'm just going to be speedrunning it because I ain't got anything better to do. In which clearly I'm not very good at speedrunning this. Even though this game says I'm doing a great job. The the things is a liar. They're saying I'm doing a great job. Okay, why is this in a double jump obby? It's not even part of double jumping. This it's literally the opposite point of double jumping. Why? Also, I'm just saying this obby, I'm pretty sure, was made for kids, so that's why it's very easy. I say it's very easy and then I die. Okay, why is the very first one, jumpable. Second one, not jumpable. Use the power of double jump. I use the power of double jump when... Okay, well, I am using the power of double jump, so I can't really say anything. Oh yes, another thing. Which then undoes double jump, even though the whole point of this obby is to say double jump. I'm just saying also there's 5 worlds. I'm just gonna beat all 5 worlds. Now I also have to wait for that. Fun! No, this is gameplay you wanna see. Me waiting for a platform to move just so that I could continue on with this. This is what you came here for. Either that or entertainment. One of these days I'm just going to just show like some random inventions that I thought would be theoretically possible, but just don't have the budget to do. I'm just saying I have currently one. And it's a glove that works like a keyboard. Why do it its intended way when I can use the around like 5 years of me playing Roblox to just wall hop and then complete it probably slower. I don't have a skill issue. I don't have skill issue. I'm just bad at Minecraft. Oh yeah. Very difficult maze. Way too difficult. I totally wasn't able to jump above it or anything. Because this is known as just because I could double jump. Yep, a very hard platformer. Very difficult. There's a lot of cheese in this game that I can do. You want nah? Haha. I did something slower because I thought it'd be funny. Which, to be fair, yeah, it was a very waste of time. And sign that was back there. No, I will not be giving you a thumbs up, primarily because this was very easy. Every time I say of how easy this is, I die, which is honestly quite funny. Because I'm like, haha, so easy. Even a toddler can beat this. And then it's just like, haha, you died. Are you sure a toddler can beat this? I've done these types of jumps into very difficult obbies, and they are very difficult at high speeds. And apparently the obby's proud of me. Use my brain? Okay. I used my brain. Just skip the whole obby. I can make that, right? I used my brain again. I'm just saying, a lot of time when someone tells me to use my brain, they don't actually mean it. It's like, okay, use your brain. Answer this question. I answer the question. Not the answer that I'm looking for. Then why did you say use my brain if you don't want a correct answer? Okay, by the way, I've also played these before. I probably should have mentioned that, but I've played these games before. It's, you know, it's like that one, that one meme. Yeah, guys, follow me. I've played these games before. Just like full on yelling. I probably should have mentioned that. You wanna screw that checkpoint. Honestly, I'm glad that works. Most obbies don't allow for like cheese, like for their anti-cheese prevention. They just don't. You have to do it like in order. I'm glad this one's not one of those. Ah yes, even more waiting. More. I'm not allowed to cast American spell. I'm just saying, American spell is gone. Honestly, I don't even, honestly, I don't even understand the meme of, aha, I cast American spell, just gun. I don't understand it. Let me up there. Let me up there. Ah. Honestly, I'm surprised that I made that. Yeah, that's another one of the times like, aha, I use my brain. How dare you use your brain? But you told me to use my brain. Yeah, and you should use your brain. I did though. You used your brain wrong. Like, I can't be smart. Like, I have to hold back of the like, if I see some things that are wrong, I have to hold back and do it like time by time again. Unless it's like my friends. It's like, aha, I could be as rude as I want and say every single thing that they did wrong because they would want that. Okay, fine. I'll do it the correct way. Because apparently creativity isn't allowed here. It's just like a math class. You don't want to be creative. It's not really about the math. It's about following directions. You know, no wonder why most of my teachers don't like me. It's like, okay, how'd you get your answer? I heard about it on a TikTok, and then I looked it up to see if it's true, and then I spent like an hour detour actually researching to see how it is true. Okay, but you could have just used the packet that I gave you. But like I learned this a week ago. I was super invested. I know the answers. Just copy from the packet. But like, no, just copy from the packet. That's like 90%. Okay, actually no. To be fair, that was middle school. In high school, it was way more free. It still annoyed people. It still annoyed my teachers. Like, aha, I figured out the answers. Okay, why is that the answer? I don't know, but I just it's like because I saw it in that section. Okay, but do you know why it is that? No. Then what did you accomplish? More free time. More free time and nay. I mean, to be fair, if you want people to research, you gotta add the why part of the question. I'm just saying I'm just saying if there is a clear answer and you want them to learn why, you gotta put in that they need to know, that they need to put in the why. Because it's like, oh, what are these? How'd you know? Because it said it in the packet that you gave me. Okay, but do you know why? I don't know why, but I know that it is because you put in because of the packet. I'm gonna need to know why though. There's no why on the paper. You never said. So yeah, I'm just saying, very fun. I'm just saying, it's very fun. I love actually annoying the teachers with it, because it's like, are you sure you don't want to put more? You said just to answer that one question. You never claimed that I need to put why. I need to answer why of that question. Technicality, I followed your directions. But at the exact same time, I don't really speak much in class. I'm just saying, if I did, I'd probably have straight A's. Like, if I actually complained. But to be fair, I'm not there for straight A's. I'm there because I'm required to be. In reality, if I could figure out, I'm just saying, if I actually made like an invention, like a good invention, have to work. To be fair, I do think everyone should work, as in you should have like some sort of like retail experience. It builds character. But like, if you can escape the matrix, like if you could be like, just like if you can get paid from doing something that you love, do it. It just, you gotta make sure that does not ruin anything else you have going for you. Unless you hate the thing that's currently going for you, and that thing is not required. For example, jobs. Jobs are required. Do not quit your job to start doing YouTube. But if it's, for example, chess club, and you don't have, if chess club and you're allowed to leave whenever you want, and if you're allowed to leave that club, then start making videos. Do the things that you want. Do the things that you enjoy doing. If you don't, then why are you doing it? Unless of course you have a reasoning to it, like school, because it's mandatory, work, so you have food, health insurance, so you could pay rent, or if you're not doing rent, pay the bills on the house for repairs. I failed the last jump. You know, this actually, me failing the last jump actually reminds me. Does anyone else, like, whenever they're feeling sick, go to the doctor just because it's been there for a week, but then the day that you actually do it, you start getting better, but then the day afterwards, you just start feeling worse again. It's like, aha, I have bested my illness. It's back. It's back for round 2. I'm just saying, that happens to me way too often. Like, way too often. Also, I now realize I am pretty different from other YouTubers. I don't think I've actually raged on this channel. Channel? Yep, this is a channel now. I don't think I've raged. I say on this channel like I have other channels. I don't think I've raged on YouTube. Other than me being, like, very close to the mic, I don't think I've actually yelled in frustration. But yet again, I think that's just because I'm not playing with anyone. If I was playing with other people, I'd probably rage a bit. Like, honestly, I don't really get mad from playing games. All it is just, I kind of act mad. I don't know why. I just act mad. It's like, it's like, ugh, we lost. When in reality, it's like, oh, we lost. Oh, also, I've been thinking, like, what if there's, like, a RPG, like, real life was an RPG. I was thinking about what would be the best class, and then I thought about it. It's clearly, I now realize it's clearly mage. Because if you're cold, you can just light fireball. If you're hot, ice ball. Just like, it's best for survival. You could cook your food. If someone tries to mess with you, you could just cast like fireball. And I'm saying like the RPG, not like classic like Dungeons and Dragons, as in like a beam of magic. Like you have control of your magic. If you have full control over your body, like there's no turn-based things. I'm just saying the best class would be all around would be mage, but during late game it would be barbarian. Because if you can, all you just need to do is put a lot of points in strength, be able to quickly attack with it, like be able to one-hand attack with it, then double hit people, then you would be insane. But I'm just saying that would be late game. Early game, and which would also carry over to late game, and in survival situations, it would be mage or magic. I'm just saying, it's like one of the random things that you kind of just think about and and put like deep thought into it, but at the exact same time, not really put that much deep thought. It's like, oh, why would it be the best? Because of this reasoning. Okay, but why? Okay, but why are you researching this? That's the part that I could not answer. It's like, yeah, I'm researching this. Because I'm just saying, if you have full control over your magic, and how most magic works is that it takes away from your energy. So what it would be is children with what it is just high stamina, and high magic power and high attack damage, you would be insane. Because you could just spam fireball, kill everything. But I'm just saying, okay, but also another good class would be rogue. Because like if you can max out your stealth, that would be insane. You could rob banks and be invisible from cameras and no one would even notice until they start checking. That is honestly like insane. But to be fair, if there is no witnesses, if there's no one alive, then there is no witnesses. I'm basically saying if you could kill people, then there's no witnesses. So I'm just saying, still, magic would be the best class in early to late game in real life. But the best class for late game with a lot of DPS would be definitely like the barbarian. Actually, wait, is it the barbarian? Paladin? The one that is no, the tank. I'm thinking of the tank. The tank would be the best one because they carry high damaging weapons, but in return they're slow. But how it is in real life, you're not forced with those restrictions. So what you could do is increase your stamina, and then just start swinging around it, dealing a lot of damage. I don't know, just one thing that I've been thinking about. And then also, how like leveling up works is like, it's like whatever your, like something is like increased, and then plus you can choose to increase some things. I'm just saying, if it then like you could choose what it increases, like the double or triple amount, you could actually become insane just by putting it all in defense. Just defense. Like most of it in like do half in like whatever, like however your thing attacks. Like your class attacks, and then a half in defense. Okay, I have lost twice because of this stupid slide. Like if that happens, then you will have double your defense, and you can survive twice as long with that same enemy. Then also like immunity to some things, you just need to be exposed to it enough times. To be fair, the best way of doing that would be just by building up defense and just laying outside. So the best way to just become immune to every single type of weird damage is just by sleeping outside where those things are and just not being able to take it from their base attacks. They're also having a high enough regeneration, in which then, by the time you wake up, you will not be able to take damage from that, and then, which would then be super useful in later bosses. But then also, I kind of feel like it would be kind of pointless of leveling up. But at the exact same time, it would be cool. Imagine like in real life, I feel like it would be a lot of chaos. but like also that then means teachers would have to be like a high level. But then also, instead of there being like racism, there would be classism. Like, you're a mage. Imagine being a mage. That would be, to be fair, that would be pretty funny. Like, okay, I'm not saying like racism is funny, but like classism would be funny. Oh my gosh, you can shoot fireball from your hands. Well, imagine not being as strong and buff as me, and barely being able to hit not even being able to hit every second. Imagine. It's just like they both have downsides. That's pretty obvious. Like, actually, I don't. Okay, honestly, I feel like mages don't really have like a downside, other than just not high enough normally just not high enough stamina, which then you could fix in real life. Either that or like slutty armor. And you can't say that's not true, because most of the time, what are they wearing underneath the robe? Just some like rip off some leggings and stuff, like very like thin clothing. It's like it must be hot in there. So like if your rope is gone, you're basically vulnerable to the things around you. But then also I'm thinking about armor. But like here's the thing. Would mages be stronger if they're wearing gloves? I'm thinking yes. Because like most magic ain't really coming from your hands. They're coming. They're kind of spawning like almost like out of your hands. So wouldn't having gloves on be more beneficial? Then also, how would armor work? Like I know like how armor works, but would armor drop? And if it is in modern day world, would they drop like the clothing that we wear today? I feel like that would be funny. It's like oh, okay, you can't wear that in school. Okay, you can't wear that in school. But it gives me plus 20 defense. But that's not inappropriate for school. But it gives me plus 20 defense. Not even a sword can even hurt me. But it goes against school dress policy. But it gives me plus 20 defense. Like I'm just saying. I feel like that would be pretty cool. Wait, am I not in World 4? It's pointing towards World 4. I'm already at World 4. Why is it pointing toward World 4? Fix your game! Me, minor inconvenience. Fix your game! You swine. But still, how games usually work, I'm just saying, you could become very strong. But the second question, how would enemies spawn? If they spawned naturally, like randomly, wouldn't that mean, like, at night, every single town would be raided by mobs? And if so, wouldn't that then make you then be able to wouldn't that then force high level players to either kill them or sleep outside just to build immunity. Like, honestly, that would be insane. It's just like you sitting there, just like some high level player, like, oh no, our village is being attacked. Don't worry, I am here. Oh, oh, thank you. You're gonna murder the mobs. No, I'm just gonna have the target me and then build up my poison immunity. But but eventually they're gonna run out of energy and they're just gonna die. Like that, like, honestly, if that's how it is, defense would then be OP. Like, overpowered. Like, very overpowered. I missed... Wow. Like, a defense would be very overpowered. But then, that would then counteract if something has, like, high poison, but then you could then build poison resistance, then countering them. Like if you become immune to like every other type of damage, then you just become like invincible other to like melee, like physical attacks, which then you just have too high of it to then it matter. Like, would defense be like the best thing to upgrade? But then, to be fair, being able to spam fireballs would then make it be quicker. But that means then also if that mob just gains more stamina than it uses, then then you will eventually win because they deal no damage to you. But like, since you have nothing else at your disposal, then all it is just you slowly going to attack and it's just gonna take a long time. That's the only downside. It's the patience game. But also in like Rogue like RPGs, you don't really like become older. How would the population work? Would it be like if you're ready to die, you could just die? I mean, to be fair, that would be a good way to then bring down suicide rates. I'm just saying, it would be pretty beneficial in like the game world. Not useful in real life. Okay, it will kind of be useful in real life. If no one is sad, then no one is sad. To be fair, that is kind of like, yeah, that's obvious. But like, still, wouldn't that then be like the best way? Like, I know like depression is like a mental like illness. But like, would people have like their own set personalities? They say like if you're like energetic, are you gonna stay energetic if in that game world? I mean, I kind of assume so, but like would you? But say like if you are like a murderer, would you want to try to kill other people? And then what also happens if you attack other people? Because most games allow you to revive. Otherwise, it would just be a one and done. I assume if it happens in real life, there would then just be like a revive thing. Like you could just revive, you just normally can't respawn. But that then makes like every single mission like impossible to lose. All it is just you bring like 3 healers. There's like 3 healers that heal you every single time. They're just like you always healing. You can never lose. Unless that then thing you're fighting is one-shotting you. That's like the only way that you can lose. But then why would you be there in the first place? If it's kind of obvious that you're going to lose. Okay, but imagine if there's like dungeons in real life. Just like there's always gonna, just like there's very difficult enemies. They're just in dungeons. That would be neat. You could get your frustration out just by killing them. And I am lagging. Like, to be fair, I've gotten the last 3 ones, but it's counted that I haven't gotten none. I don't know why this has happened. Like, look, I'm here. Okay, I still count this as a win. Have a good day, evening, and or night. Bye.